Hey everybody, my name is Ezra, and thank you for joining me for episode 9 of the Rip Tip. It's going to be a little longer today. A few articles. Of course, we'll knock out some transactions, charts, trends, the huge. XRP is trading at a mid 21 cents right now. If you like what you hear, hit that like, that subscribe, that bell. Also, at the bottom right of the screen is that XRP tip robot. Any kind of donations or contributions to the channel can be made there. It wouldn't be right if I didn't say it. Swing by the Twitter. Hit that follow button there. Go ahead and trade memes with us, with me, chat with me. We'll go ahead and talk shop, shoot the shit. So the first thing, slightly different than the huge here. We're going to talk about this gentleman, Dilip Rao, who officially announced his retirement. He is the global head of infrastructure innovation at Ripple, who had this to say: after an exciting last lap, Ripple since July 2014, I'm retiring from active duty to put my feet up in Australia, end of 2019. Grateful to the many friends and colleagues who made every day a joy. Best to my mates at Ripple and hashtag XRP community hashtag keep the faith. So pretty cool stuff. Congrats, dude. You made it. So we got a daily Hodl article here first. What do we got here? Santander teases U.S.-Mexico remittances. Will banking giant utilize XRP? So XRP investors are tracking an upcoming announcement from Spanish banking giant Santander. Santander chairman Ana Botín tells Bloomberg the company plans to officially announce the launch of a new remittances program next week. She says, at the other end of the spectrum, many Mexicans are sending, I think, 36 billion every year from the U.S. to Mexico. We are launching a fast, competitive remittances program initially just from the Santander branches to any bank in Mexico. Santander is a longtime Ripple partner that uses the company's payment messaging system, which is designed to rival Swift in its payment app OnePay FX. So XRP investors are hoping an upcoming announcement from Santander will reveal that the company plans to begin using Ripple's XRP-powered product called On-Demand Liquidity, ODL, to move money across borders. And then there's, of course, a tweet here with some footage of Ana Botín chatting it up there. So very cool stuff. Love that. Another Daily Hodl article. Did Ripple sell 0 cents worth of XRP in November? Massive crypto transfers trigger confusion. Okay. Crypto traders are wondering if a series of giant crypto transfers from Ripple indicate the company sold 0 XRP in the month of November. 1 billion of Ripple's XRP was unlocked on November 1st, making the funds available for the San Francisco startup to sell to institutional players and crypto exchanges. Typically, at the end of each month after unlocking and selling XRP, Ripple places any unsold funds back into escrow. This time around, however, the company placed a full 1 billion XRP right back into escrow. And here is 3 tweets from Whale Alert. All 3 transfers were tracked in real time by Whale Alert on Twitter. So very cool. The interesting thing is it was, I think it was 2 transactions going out and then 3 transactions going back in. Interesting. The transfers triggered a debate on Reddit as to whether the company aborted all sales of its XRP holdings last month. Ripple, which owns more than half of the total supply of XRP, has enough holdings in reserve that it can sell some of the 1 billion XRP released from escrow at the end of the month and still return a billion XRP to escrow at the end of the month. In its third quarter XRP markets report, Ripple said it plans to continue selling XRP at a slower pace than it has in the past. In Q3, Ripple sold 66 and a quarter million worth of XRP, down from 251.5 million in the second quarter. So that's a big difference there. The company says it plans to exercise continued discipline in the fourth quarter of this year. So cool stuff. Thank you, Daily Hodl. Always a pledge. Ripple's Philippines corridor indicates spike in ODL transactions. So this one may be a little bit more complex to get through just because of acronyms and numbers and such, but it's Namrata Shukla. It is AMBCrypto, and let's go ahead and take a peek here. So Ripple's on-demand liquidity, ODL platform, has been reporting heightened transactions on the BitSo platform while facilitating XRP Mexican peso trades. However, according to new data curated by Morad Toomey, XRP and Labo Crypto 3.0 on Utility Scan, an increased USD Philippines peso on-demand XRP volume was noted. Twitter user, what do we got? T-Hole Bedict XRP took to Twitter to inform the community about this latest development in the Philippines corridor. The Twitter user said, big increase on utility scan in USD PHP on-demand XRP volume. Pretty sick. The Twitter user also attached a screenshot to highlight the data for the USD volume per corridor over the past 24 hours. According to data provided by Utility Scan, US dollar Philippines peso noted a USD volume of $267,703.72, while USD Mexican peso remained to lead with 1.3 million in 24 hours. The application also highlighted the latest XRPL transactions as ODL. According to the data provided by the application, multiple ODL transactions to coin_ph were reported. However, the same wasn't reflected on coin.ps or ph, with Twitter user Tanitoshi asking the exchange. US dollar reported that bridge remittances ODL to the Philippines peso are increasing. Philippines exchange at coins PH. Did your liquidity XRP PHP pair finally increase? Talking a little smack there. So while some other liquidity index noted a spike in liquidity for PHP XRP corridor. Boom. Some activities happening. Previously, Tanitoshi, I gotta get that. Tanitoshi had highlighted a spike in volume noted between September and October on coin.ph. However, this inflated volume was not due to ODL transactions, but onboarding of traders. The Twitter user said, so-called calculation, I had the impression that many traders other than ODL have entered. If so, the board should be thicker accordingly, making it easier to run ODL. So the Twitter user on the issue of the low volume on ODL transactions had noted that it was still in the early stage and that Ripple has been planning to start with a small volume of payments. However, a few days ago, coin.ph was reported making payments through the XRP ledger. Very neat. Okay, let's take a look at some transactions real quick. As I've been saying over the past forever now, which really isn't that long, it's about a week and a half, over the last 2 years, over 2 years now, March, April of 2017, we've been ranging anywhere from 153,527 transactions to a whopping about 1.7 milli. As of recently, end of October to, I guess, essentially the beginning of November to about now, it's been increasing. It was a little bit getting to the higher numbers, about 1.5 million to about 1.7 million, and then really as of recently, it's been hitting those marquee numbers there. As of the 28th of November and the 30th of November, about 4.5 million in transactions, which is huge. But I am reporting as of today, December 3rd, 2019, we are at a 3.3 million in transactions. So still, I mean, it can go down, still can go plenty up. So it's going to be interesting to see how that still unfolds. Now we'll kind of take a look at some charts real quick. One specifically with dominance right here. This one is still stating or revealing here this giant symmetrical triangle here. It being dominance, it plays a sort of different game than maybe a US dollar chart or an XRP chart. But if you look at this first sell-off here, we got a touch point. It's respecting, as of recently, the last few months in touch points. Bear in mind, this is a weekly time scale here. I've pointed out that there's approximately, and this is an approximation, 3 cycles ranging from about 273 days to 280 days. Boom, boom, and boom, where we have just recently, over the last few months, fallen out of that. So it's going to be very interesting to see where that plays, where that pans out. And then you have, of course, the almighty channel everybody's talking about. We're hitting that apex still. Nothing really changed since yesterday. So weekly time scale here, we're at this apex of both this and this giant uptrend. So very interested to see how that plays. A little downtick, about 24. This just printed as of today. Today being the 3rd, it's stating, December 1st through the 7th. We're at about a 24. Before that was 29. Before that was 31. All right, so whatever. Alaska's in the running with actually the number 1 spot. We got beautiful mountains from Utah. Populous state, California, whole bunch of gambling. In Nevada, we got New Jersey in there. Number 1 search, will XRP ever go up? Just because you searched that so many times, I want you to go ahead and use that XRP tip robot at the bottom right of the screen, okay? You deserve that. You excellent specimen. Episode 9, the Rip Tip, done.